made the control panel faceplate just out of a few bits of tongue and groove I had left over. Yeah, they're working alright, so you should be able to see. And we have one dimming setting, and you keep your finger on it. After a couple of seconds it goes like that. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but yeah, we've got one dimming setting, but we're putting another max air fan up the back there so we get good flow if everything needs to be shut up like in a storm or something. That's something that we found out. We didn't have enough airflow if we needed to shut everything up. So good morning. Today, what am I going to do today? What I've done is I've gone to Bunnings and got 3 panels cut to size. So I had that whole panel exactly cut to size, that whole panel cut to size, and that whole panel cut to size. They're sitting in the back of my dad's ute. Now I am just going to go through the lengthy process of fitting them. I made a jig for the handle for the side door just so it'd make it easier to cut the hole in the big panel when we installed it. After the appropriate holes are cut out of the panels, they're glued into place and further fixed into place with a nail gun. Mowgli log, day 437. Everything is going according to plan. Yesterday, it was so friggin' hot in the sun that I was slipping on my thongs because there was sweat running down. This is gross. There's sweat running down my legs and under my feet, and then I was slipping around on my thongs. I guess that's why they don't let you wear thongs on a building site. So now we move on to those 2 doors. Yeah, hopefully it goes a little bit easier than that bastard. Okay. First, tidy up. Finish Mowgli. I removed all the hardware from the back doors so I could put the panels into place and see what sort of holes I needed to cut out. No, this is not a cutout of a cock and balls. I used the jig to route out some shallow lines, just so the electrical wires out the back would not be visible when they would be flush. I measured, cut, glued and nailed into place some panels. We wanted all our doors to have that barn look, so that's the look we were going for. This whole part was pretty tedious. I had to either cut a hole or route a hole for all the hardware. Then I ended up fixing the doors on, seeing if the hardware would fit. If it wouldn't, taking off a little bit more with the router. Hardware off again, and throw the doors up and hope that it fits. I really hope it does. All 3 doors ended up taking me 4 days to complete, but it came out pretty good. The doors are finally done. Well, not completely done. Rightio. Ceiling. What I'm going to do is, because I don't want to subject Dad to insulation. They've got this builder's wire, staple gun. This is the theory. Staple the builder's string. Staple the builder's string across here, and get a couple of rows going on, and then get the insulation and just slide it in. That builder's string should hold it in. And yeah, then we'll just sheet straight over the top and get a little bit of string in there. It doesn't matter, one little bit. So I'll see how that goes. I'm not really looking forward to it. It wasn't too bad putting all this insulation in the sides and stuff. Bex hated it and she got real itchy, but maybe because there's a lot more hair on my legs and arms, it didn't really affect me too much. But I imagine pushing it up and working underneath it, it's going to be a real shit job. We will find out. Insulation and cue time lapse.
Electrician without a ticket.
Twist. Try sliding it in. Are people doing the same thing?
Yeah, don't.
Don't. One tip. We couldn't remember from the first time that we did it whether there was a right way to start, like groove first or tongue first. And we started tongue first up against the wall, and can't do it that way. You've got to start groove first if you want your nails to be blind, essentially, so you're nailing them into the tongue, and then the next board groove goes over and covers your nail.
Yeah, we have some patching.
Yeah, we couldn't do that, so we had to do just all nails, and so we just patched it all up with a bit of putty and sand. Won't take too long, but it wasn't the right way to do it, so anyway, groove first. Where are we, Bex?
Well,
speak loudly.
I don't know, where could we possibly be? I think we're just gonna have to guess.
Cheese ball. Cheese ball. That is the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. And we're just having breakfast. Bex can't see, but we're in Sydney being tourists.
Coming at the barbershop too lit. Pocket full of nickels blowing super draw. Smoother than the Cadillac with cruise control. Doing what I do, you know. Women playing hard to get as I pull up on the boulevard, flossing it. Like, ain't that boy cold? Ain't that boy cold? On something like a freezer, ain't I? Even when I seem kinda out of season, ain't I? Up to date with it, do your thing, don't way sweet like Jay did it. Swish. Summertime with a winter breeze. Summer grind on my mind, I don't get to breathe. There you go. There you go, hey.
Light on up. Put that spice off in my blood. Bro, that's right.
We are on a replica of the Endeavour, and I don't know if you can see it. So this thing here is the anchor, and this thing here is the windlass with all these little holes. Just chuck it in and crank it up to bring up the anchor. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, it's cannon.
Apparently they have a professional crew of 16 people that can still sail this thing. It's pretty cool.
Cruising through the air in my pajama gear. Got me feeling so lavender.
Where are we, Bex?
On a warship.
On a warship.
Naval warship.
Pretty sure it's still active. Built in the 1950s. HMAS Pow Pow.
I should have said we only carry a piece when they're jelly. Get the women and the telly and everybody be mellow. Well, I mean they be mellow. Rolling up, sipping jello. Women be saying hello, my homies be screaming, yeah. Hey girl, yeah. Where you going, little mama? Hey.
Light on up. Put that spice off in my blood. Bro, that's right off in my cup. And we rollin'. Better tell somebody we rollin', down it, we rollin'. We rollin'. Better tell somebody we rollin', down it, we rollin'. We rollin'. Roll right now, bounce like that. 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 Roll right now. Ba 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 dum dum dum. 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 Ba 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 dum dum dum.
Do you reckon he's waiting for the Manly ferry?
Yeah, looks like he's off to Taronga Zoo.
He's off to the zoo.
Shout out to Soul Dad, brother. It's good music, good loud.
We're in the Botanical Gardens. It's pretty stunning. It's actually been a cracker day and we've had so much fun. We've just ripped around the waterfront from Ultimo to here, so pretty much from the Anzac Bridge to the Sydney Harbour Bridge to the Botanical Gardens. It's been lots of fun, hey?
Yeah. It's been really good. We're not actually in the Botanical Gardens anymore, technically.
Oh, really?
It's you can probably see it in the corner of the shot there.
So what's this?
This is just a park. We got a fair bit done. Bex is a bit absent in this little stint.
So some of you might be watching and you might be like, that lazy cow. She said she wanted to be doing things and getting involved and doing the painting, and that was going to be your thing. Or you might be watching thinking, hey girlfriend, you're looking very skinny, that is unhealthy. And it was
She's
unhealthy.
stick thin.
Actually, the whole time in that last episode I was in hospital. I have Crohn's disease. We had 2 weeks on the road working and we were in Yass and it was 42 degrees every day and it was so hot, and I just...
That was not the straw that broke the camel's back, the ton, the big, what is it called, an anvil? The anvil that broke the camel's back.
So we had to limp our way back up to the Gold Coast.
Bex was so sick we couldn't even do it in one trip. We had to drive like 4 hours and then stop and
like,
rest, and she was that bad, and we got to the Gold Coast and she just we put her into hospital, and yeah, you can see in the footage she's super skinny, but yeah, she's pretty much out of action. But
so Tymon is working like an animal all day, every day that I'm in hospital, and then he comes and visits me in the evening, and Yeah, it was a really tough time. It's not all smooth sailing, that's for sure. But
It is
super
now.
exciting. I have been in remission. So we filmed that. That was filmed sort of February of last year,
Year and a half ago.
and I've been in remission since then. So
Woo!
pretty
Cue the
exciting.
applause.
Yeah.
Cue the applause.
No, too cheesy.
No, don't
Too
cue the
cheesy.
applause.
But I'm actually in Sydney to see my specialist, and there's no sign of disease. Looking really good, and I'm coming off a heap of my medication. So
Awesome.
it's been a really big slog. And yeah, so the
Painting.
we used a chalk-based paint, which was the wrong thing to do
We thought it was going to be better for the environment and us.
in such a small confined space, but it was really matte and marked really easily, so we ended up having to repaint the whole thing.
Don't use chalk paint.
Yeah, you want a semi-gloss or a gloss that's easy to wipe down. It's a small space that gets lots of knocks and dirty, so you
Yeah.
want to be able to wipe it down easily.
And back doors, we wanted them to look like barn doors, and they ended up looking really good. It was a lot of
Yeah,
work, but
they did
it was
such a good
worth it. Yeah, it looked really good. And again, thank you to my dad Jonsen for putting in some mega hours with me. Again, you see him a lot in this video. And my mum made a cameo. I don't know if you saw her. It was like for a couple of frames on a time lapse. So she's been asking, am I in it yet? Have you seen me? Am I in it yet? But there you go, you're in it, Mama.
What else did we want to talk about?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us feedback and ask us questions. And
Thanks for watching.
Say hello. Just if you've watched it, just comment. We'd just like to know where you are and what you're up to. And
if it helps.
yeah.
Cool, catch ya.
Catch you. Bye. We've just finished our little Sydney adventure and we're about to go pick up Mogs. He's been wrapped. Which one do you think we went with?
Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J-O-N to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated. Y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance, but his lines are overhead. Better check the air for clearance. Call the tower. This is ours. Clear the heat. The air apparent. Really, I've never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed. I'm raising the bar. You can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, we're just leaving. I think about time that somebody go get them their coat. You know I got all that anthem. Come back in. What you call that add-on? Got anthems and bands with masters. Getting them right like my name was.
Where are you going, paper boy? Riding your bike today. Not a care